Hi. Hello, my darlings. Happy Monday. Welcome to the live stream training. I'm just going to add everybody on here. So if you're coming on, say hello, let me know you are there. But I'm just going to tag everyone on the @ And we are doing a little celebration tonight because we've got 4,000 members. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to have 4,000 of you. Sorry, that's me, guys, just repeating as I click on this. Hello, Isidine. I've just seen some of my psychic schoolers and now they're jumping onto this training as well. I love it. Hello, Isidine. Hello, everyone. So, my darlings, we're at 4,000 members. Thank you so much for being here. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all. If you are brand new to the group and it's the first time you've ever watched any live trainings, firstly, welcome. And please make sure you scroll to the top of this Facebook group and click along. You'll see that there's lives going back. I think this is live 28. There's over 28 lives packed full of value content on developing your spiritual gift, understanding the energetics, everything you need to know, contacting your spirit guides, basically everything. So if you go along, you can have a look, you'll see what they're all labeled at, what they're all titled at, and you are welcome to watch any of them whenever you desire. We go live 3 times a week in here in this group with various topics. And if you do want to work, which is completely free, by the way, it's completely free to be here. You're welcome to add anyone in that loves spirituality, that would absorb this content and actually be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I found this group. So feel free to welcome anyone in and add them into the group. That's absolutely fine. But please just make sure that you keep it just to people that would be relevant and interested in it. It's not a numbers game. It's about what is actually aligned for people and people who are going to enjoy learning about spirituality. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie Helliwell. I am a psychic expert. I've got over 20 years experience working with spirit. I've been developing my gift throughout those 20 years, and I've been working publicly, sharing it for 5 years, but I've been training as a medium, working behind the scenes for 20 years. So I've got a lot of experience here on spirituality, messages, connection. I run my own psychic training school called Psychic School, which you are free to join. You can, well, it's not free, but you are able to join. It is a paid group. And I also run a membership, which is jam-packed full of insight, full of information that you can access anytime to learn about all the different aspects of spirituality. And today we had our 21 days cash to spirit, which is basically how you can actually contact spirit guides and communicate and generate wealth into your life. And that's a 21-day program, which started today. But if you are interested in spirituality, you want to develop your spiritual skills, you want to understand what psychic abilities you've actually got, then you need Psychic School. You need it. And it's incredible. I've got some of the students here live with me now, so they can give you some feedback as to what it's actually like. And yeah, you'll get a feeling from the trainings in here, what it's actually like. Obviously, what I teach you here is as much as I can teach you in the time I've got, and also without knowing you and your abilities. But once we go into the school, we go in a lot more detail, or also in the membership, we also go in a lot more detail. So tonight, we are going to be talking about, hello, Barbara, hi. We're going to be talking about activating your third eye. Who's excited? Your third eye. So Simona, hello, my darling. Who's excited for the third eye training? Let me know. Hello, Isidine. Hello, hello, hello. I can't believe these guys have just had an hour's training in Psychic School. And now they're here. They're like, Katie, I need more. I need more training. And they've joined again. If you are watching on replay, give me a hashtag replay. Let me know you've tuned in. I'd like to see who's been watching. And we are going to get started. Another one from Psychic School. Hi, Linda. As you can see, they're all here. Hello, Michelle, my darling. Hello. Right, we're going to get started. So I'm going to share my screen with you all because I've got one of my amazing presentations. Don't worry, guys, it's not going to be boring. This is to help me stay on track so that we have, hang on, not that one. Bear with me. You don't want to see me twice. Let me just find the right screen. This is going to help us stay on track so that we are following everything we need and we cover everything for you all. There we go. That's the right one. Oh, hello, Jan. Lovely to have you. Okay, so let's start again. Let's share the screen. There we go. Can you all see? Just give it a moment to catch up on Facebook. Hi, Tracy. There we go. All right, so activate your third eye. Okay, and that's by me, Katie Helliwell, the psychic expert. So let's start by understanding what your third eye actually is. So your third eye is the gateway to spirit world. Back in the many moons ago, they actually believed that it was the one thing and the only thing that connected you to the other side and was able to communicate between the human and the spirit world. And back in those days, they spent a lot of time working on how they could activate their third eye because they believed that was the only way to make a connection. And we've come to realize as time's moved on and connections have moved on, but it isn't the only way, but it is very often something that's very strong in most people. So it is the gateway to spirit world, in particular, the spiritual visions. So if you are somebody that wants to activate visuals and you want to see what's going to happen, you maybe want to see your spirit guide, you might want to see a loved one, you might want to connect when you're connecting to do a reading, you want to maybe have the gift of actually clairvoyance and seeing and having visions because you just want to, because that's what you actually want. In which case, working on your third eye will allow that activation to come through a lot quicker. So as I was saying, it's the gateway between the spirit world and the human world, but it in particular focuses on the visuals. So it starts the visuals. If you are naturally a visual person and you're naturally, because all of you are gifted, all of you are psychic, but if you are naturally somebody that visualizes and sees, and when you are maybe caught off guard by spirit, so maybe at the moment you're underdeveloped, you've probably got maybe visions of little shadows out the corner of your eyes, or maybe little balls of light, or maybe you see orbs a lot, maybe floating orbs right in front of you, or maybe you see aura colors around people and don't really know what that actually is. So you've already got visions as a natural sense that runs through you, in which case activating your third eye will enhance that, fine-tune it, and allow you to actually see those visions a lot clearer. Let me know if that resonates with you and let me know if that is you. How do you know if you are ready to actually open your third eye? Now, not everybody is ready to do this. It's not necessarily something that is very simple. It's not something that is just going to click for everybody. So how do you actually know if you are fully ready and if you are able to do it? The clear and the most common way that most people know that they're ready is they get a pulsating in between their eye, just here in between your eyebrows. So who here has ever had that, like a throbbing or a pulsating or just something odd, like a pressure point in between their eyebrows? Let me know in the comments if that's been you. If you've been having particularly vivid dreams, they may not make sense. There may not be ones where you've been taken from your bed and done astral travel, but you've had very vivid dreams that when you wake up in the morning, you're just like, that was really weird. That was really odd. And you remember it, but you know you were a dream and you weren't, it didn't feel real. It just felt very vivid, very colourful. Everything was very bright around you. And maybe you've also been pulled to learning about the third eye. Maybe it's cropping up. Maybe your videos and your socials keep popping up third eye in front of you. You know, a lot of you have come into this group as a result of me doing a TikTok. and an Instagram reel. So are you actually being pulled to learning? Are you being shown? Have you wondered what that pulsing is in front of your eyebrows? And then all of a sudden you've got an answer for it and gone, oh my gosh, that makes sense now. If that's been you, you've been guided to learn about this and you've been guided to focus on it. So pay attention to that guidance. So a lot of you are saying, yes, sometimes you get the pulsating, you've got the pulsating, you've got vivid dreams. Yeah, you're relating. So why would you activate your third eye? Like I said, if you've been guided here, trust there's a purpose to you activating, but also know that you can do this. Because if you're having that pulsing in between your eyes, if you're being drawn to this, if you're being pulled to this work, there's a reason for you. You're obviously ready to activate your visuals. Your spirit guides are wanting you to actually start seeing more clearly, whether that be actually in front of you. You know, when you say activating visuals, it doesn't necessarily mean that a spirit's just going to stand in front of you. Most mediums and most psychics that have visuals activated, or light workers in any capacity, quite often they won't have the spirit or the image right in front of them as a person appearing in the room. They will often have the image in their mind. So it's called like your mind's eye. But it can actually look a bit hazy when it's not fully clear and it's not fully developed and almost a bit blurry. So then you're never sure what you're actually seeing and you want some clarity on your visuals. You want to understand that what you're actually seeing is making sense and it's clear and concise. So it's just about understanding that by fine-tuning and activating your third eye, you're just going to get clearer pictures in your mind's eye or actually in the physical form if you are ready to receive that way and if that's what's meant for you. But trust that you've been guided here for a reason. And if this feels good and you felt called to watch it and called to start this process, you need to listen to that. Something's making you be here. Something's making you want the visuals. Something's telling you you are actually ready. You need to listen to that and trust your own instincts a little bit more. However, whenever I say, of course, come along, be guided, I do think it's good that you're aware of what changes may occur as a result of you activating your third eye. I think it's important with all type of spirituality and connection that you guys are aware of what could happen at all times. So these are changes that may occur and can occur. So you may have increased psychic abilities. So your psychic abilities could get even more activated. Now, if you are struggling to control your symptoms of underdeveloped psychicness at the moment, then opening your third eye is probably not the right time because you don't want to get overwhelmed with the visuals and trying to put that under some control at the same time as your psychic abilities and your other senses are running haphazard. So this will be a problem for anyone that's got 3 or more senses currently activated. And what I mean by that is you might be seeing shadows, you might be having your ears pop, you might feel like overwhelmed and feeling people's emotions, in which case, do not start activating your third eye on top of that. You need to be going through some training to close down your energy, protect your energy, close off from spirituality, and find a way that opening up for you feels completely aligned and right. Because we don't want to overwhelm our bodies. And if you're going to do this and get the utmost from it, so it works for you and fills you, and all psychic development, all spirituality, it should be enhancing your life. It shouldn't be stressing you out and causing you any upset or massive imbalance in your life. So please, although I said listen to your instincts and follow while you're guided here, be honest with yourself right now. How much of the psychic abilities are you actually experiencing right now? Do you have that under control? Does it feel good to you? Is it working for you? Because if not, do not start opening your third eye. Bypass this, come back to it another time. You need to come into psychic school, get your energy aligned to understanding everything about spirituality, how it all works for you, and you will end up making massive moves quicker. My students will vouch for that for me. They're all in there. They all love it. They all rave about it. And they're not on commission, by the way. They all feel free to share some of their experiences with you. So guys, if you feel called to, please share. So heightened sense of awareness and perception. So you'll be hyper aware of energy around you. You'll be hyper aware of people's energy. You'll be heightened aware of when someone's maybe being genuine, when someone's not, when a situation is dangerous, when a situation's quite calm, or you just have this awareness and perception. You'll have an understanding of how things are going to work out, what's actually going to come through. It's just like you get a sense of calmness, almost a bit more of a control, and not feeling like you're just throwing things into the air and hoping for the best. You will have an increased of vivid dreams and lucid dreaming. So your dreams will become the most bizarre things. And often people will come to me because they do have such weird dreams that they can't make head or tail of it. They're like, I do not understand my dreams. I do not understand why I'm having these. I don't understand what they all mean. It's like, what are these dreams? So vivid, bizarre dreams that make you want to talk about it, make you want to share it, make you want to talk to your friends, all of that will be heightened, because spirit will do this to grab your attention and to make sure that you are understanding that the visual section is so powerful that is why you're feeling that connection. Okay. It's all right, guys. I'm just bringing up the comments on here because it's frozen on my laptop. Just bear with me. So you will have increased dreams. So if you find at the moment that your dreams are quite intense, maybe they're already having them, and maybe they're keeping you awake. Maybe you wake up in the morning and you don't feel rested. You don't feel like you just don't feel like you've had that rest. Then you're not going to want to rush into activating your third eye, which is going to increase that even more. If you may get pressure or headaches in the front or brow area around here. Okay. Now this is because you've opened up the connection. You've enhanced the clarity. You've enhanced and opened the doors here. So it can cause headaches and pressure around the area. However, quite often, if you're not actually developed properly, you can get those headaches anyway. And they can actually be quite overwhelming. And as you learn to close off from spirit and spend time calming down your third eye, closing off your third eye, those should release. They should be released. You can have increased sensitivity to light and sound. Now, with this, again, it's because you're more in tune. It's because you're more connected. And the more connected, the more in tune you become to lots of things around you. So light and sound is just one of them. It's a sense. But again, you can have this if you're not developed, and it can actually be a bit more unbalancing for you if you're not fully developed and you're not closing off and you've got no control over your gift. You can have more connection to the universe and higher powers. So obviously, the more connected and more open your third eye is, and the more you're in charge of it, the more connected you are to universal and purity and light and the highest of energy. So if you're wanting to really expand your spiritual connection and you're ready for it, and you've got your energy intact and you've got your connection to spirit organized and done and in a way that works for you, then you will be able to access those higher energies and purity of light and enjoy opening your third eye. Okay, you also may notice increased creativity and imagination. So you will have, if you're a creative soul anyway, maybe you run your own business, maybe you are in charge of, I don't know, thinking of content for your work or creativity for your clients in some way, then you'll be able to actually have more inspiration, more connection. So it'll actually help you enhance your abilities and whatever skills you've got, because you'll be more creative, more imaginative, and more connected to your purpose. You'll have the enhanced ability to focus and concentrate. And the reason for that is because To actually activate your third eye, it takes concentration, it takes focus, it takes time. So if you can actually channel your energy into that and isolating that one task, then it's naturally going to help you focus and concentrate in other areas of your life. You will have an increased sense of empathy and compassion. Now, if you are a person that's natural way to connect and your natural psychic ability is empathy, and that isn't developed, then again, opening your third eye is not going to be advisable. You need to make sure that you are closing off and you are opening up to spirit in a way that works for you, because otherwise what you feel at the moment is only going to be magnified tenfold. So if you're struggling at the moment, feeling everyone's emotions, everyone comes to you with their problems, everyone tells you everything, then opening your third eye is going to be actually detrimental to you. So we need to get that into under wraps first before we go ahead. You'll have a heightened spiritual experience or a sense of spiritual awakening. Like when people have a spiritual awakening, it can feel like you're actually just seeing the world for the first time. You see beauty, you appreciate nature. Everything just feels like, what have I been doing? Why was I focusing on those silly things that I used to worry about when there's so much beauty in the world and there's so many other things to care about? You change as a person, you become more relaxed, more at one with yourself. And I honestly think that's one of the best things about activating your third eye and spiritual development, is how you see the world and how you understand what's actually really important to you. It's incredible. There are risks involved. As I've said, there's a few on there that I've actually said it might not be the right time for you to do, for you to do this. There are some risks involved. But as I was saying, you've got to tune into what feels right for you. You've got to know what feels good at this moment. Do you trust yourself to understand and know what you're capable of right now? I've given you some insight there, you know, about if you are experiencing certain things, it might not be the right time for you. But ultimately, you're the judge of that. You're the one that's best to say what is right for you. I can only advise you. So there are downsides. However, when you are an undeveloped psychic and you are not activated your gift and not fully closing down from your gift, and you're walking around at this moment with more than 3 senses activated, then you're going to be feeling pretty crap anyway. And you're going to be feeling pretty like, oh, God, this isn't working for me. So this isn't any riskier and has no more uncomfortable symptoms. But I have stated previously what could be a problem for you. And it's now up to you whether you feel that is right for you, or whether you actually want to hang fire and work on that first and do it the right way around for you. Okay. You're all very quiet on here. Is everyone all right? Give me some love hearts. Let me know you're okay. Let me know you are all still there. There we go. Okay, so what have you actually experienced? Have any of you experienced anything of your third eye? Have any of you ever actually done any kind of third eye work? Have you made any connections? Has anyone tried to actually open up? And do any of you actually have any concerns? Are any of you worried about this? Is anyone thinking, oh, is this for me, Katie? Is it too soon for me? Is this right? Let me know. And if you are watching on replay, give me a hashtag replay, let me know. And I'll happily answer anyone's concerns. Because I think people do get overwhelmed with it and people do worry about the right way to do it. And if they are going to start causing more problems for themselves, or if you are in psychic school, you could be sat there thinking, is it the right time for me to do it? And we are going to cover this obviously in school, so you don't need to worry. But if anyone's got any feedback or any worries, just let me know. Tracy's saying she's done a few times some exercises on her third eye. Amazing. How did that feel, Tracy? Did that work for you? What came through? When connecting last time, I seen a giant eye, then started to see the visions. Amazing. Well done, Sarah. So you saw the eye, you're already activating the visuals. So fantastic. And Sarah Williams is saying no concerns, just rather curious. Okay. So okay to be curious and find out all the information. And Tracy's saying it didn't really work. Okay, Tracy, there could be a few things for that. We'll cover that. Barbara's saying I have some experience. Simona's saying I've tried, but nothing comes as yet. Okay, no problem. So you're some newbies, some not had success, and some willing to just learn and see what's open. Okay, thanks for that. So where to begin? This is going to be a spiritual practice that we're going to do. We're not going to do it right now. And the reason for that is I'll explain in a minute. I know I've said this is activating your third eye, but I'll explain in a minute. So it is a spiritual practice. To access the recording and further insight, all of that is going to be uploaded to the membership. Okay, so it's going to be in the membership, not straight away. We've got the 21 days first. It's going to be uploaded after the 21 days. All right, so we are going to do some work on this. However, this isn't for you to go, oh God, I've got to join the membership. Oh, I've got to do it. No, 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 no. We are going to do some work on opening it. We are. However, we also need to be able to learn how to close down the third eye. So I did not want to take you through a practice tonight where you're opening up and you're activating your third eye, and then you're all going to sleep and going about your day for the next 24 hours, wide open, with feeling all of the emotions. If you have got a few things activated and you're still going to give this a whirl, I didn't want you all to become overwhelmed. So tomorrow we are going to go through opening up and closing down so that you've got the ways to actually close off your third eye. So Victoria's just asked the question, once it's open, does it stay open? No, we're going to close it back down. So we're going to learn how to do both at the same time so that you guys are protected, looked after. And then we're going to go far deeper in the actual membership on this. You can have a lot more insight, a lot more of a detailed practice, and a lot more step by step. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be tomorrow. Has anyone got any questions? Has anyone got any worries or anything they're like, oh, just don't know what to do here? Let me know. I'm saying it's tomorrow. Hang on, what day of it should put it in here? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to put your questions in. But this is really to make sure that you are doing this because it's the right time for you. Obviously, with spirituality, I want to make sure that you're all protected at all times and we do things the most safest, divine way so that you guys get the utmost from it. This is not a race. This is for us all to learn together. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you're all excited. You're all gonna love it. It's gonna be so good, guys. Okay, ignore me, it's Wednesday. So it's on Wednesday at 8:15. So Wednesday, 8:15 UK time, we've got Talk Spirit to Me. Okay, we're going to do it then. Until then, if anyone has any questions, they've watched this on the replay, just comment #replay, let me know that you've tuned in, and I'll happily answer any of your questions, any of your concerns. But we are going to close down your third eye and open up your third eye on the one training. All right. So I hope this has been helpful for you all. You can make a conscious decision now whether you want to come and join on Wednesday, whether it's for you or whether you want to hang fire and just give yourself a bit of a breathing space and maybe do it further on down the line. All right. I love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Love you all so much. All right, I'm just laughing because Tracy's put, I did some training the other day about asking for money. I won £1,000 last night. Love it, Tracy. That's what we in Spirit do. We bring you all the connections, open up all the channels, and you receive everywhere in your life. So congratulations, well done. Anyway, love you all lots. Have a great rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you all on Wednesday. Mwah. Bye.